A human repairs a twin alien sister ship and is left speechless by the reward. The desert moonscape stretched for miles, bleached rocks, cracked salt plains, and a single, down alien ship trailing smoke into the twin suns above. I spotted it during my routine salvage run. Didn't look like any human vessel. Sleek curves, crystalline engines, hull etched with glowing runes. Most people would have left it alone. Too risky, too weird. But I'm not most people. And something pulled me toward it. I crept closer with my gear pack slung over my shoulder, a plasma welder at the ready. The outer hull was damaged but intact. The ship's hatch was partly open, flickering with blue sparks. Then I heard voices, arguing. Female, definitely not human. Told you not to override the gravity dampeners. Oh! And you knew the storm would hit this sector? Genius, truly. I peered in. 2 women. Alien. Identical except for the color of the glowing markings on their skin. One gold, the other silver. Long hair shimmered like flowing metal. Eyes bright and feline. Outfits torn from the crash, but still regal. They stopped when they saw me. The silver-marked one raised a hand, a pulsing orb of energy forming in her palm. I raised mine, palms out. Easy. I'm human, not military, just a mechanic. They glanced at each other, then lowered their stances slightly. You fix things? The golden one asked, her voice like chimes in the wind. I nodded. Better than most. And it looks like you could use the help. Turns out, their ship had suffered a navigation failure after a solar flare. Internal damage. Power systems overloaded. And they were stranded until someone could get it flight-worthy again. Why would you help us? The silver one, Zai asked skeptically. You owe us nothing. Maybe not, I said, shrugging. But I don't like seeing anyone stuck in this wasteland. The golden one, Lyra, smiled faintly. Strange for a human. I spent the next 3 days sleeping in my transport and working sunup to sundown inside the alien ship. The tech was unlike anything I'd ever seen. Fluid interfaces, energy that pulsed like a heartbeat, self-repairing alloys. The sisters watched me closely, sometimes asking questions, sometimes just watching. Lyra was curious, cheerful, always asking about Earth music, food, and languages. Zai was colder, precise, but I'd catch her staring when she thought I wasn't looking. The more I worked, the more I realized they weren't just travelers. They were nobility, royal engineers, apparently, from the twin moons of the Viren Empire, an empire known for keeping humans at arm's length. But they never treated me like a lesser. When I cut my hand on a jagged conduit, Lyra rushed over and wrapped it in a glowing gel, her fingers brushing mine with gentleness I hadn't felt in years. You work too hard, she said softly. It's what I'm good at. Perhaps. But who takes care of you? By the end of day 3, the ship hummed with life again. Engines stabilized. Systems restored. Navigation resynced. I could leave it here, I said, running diagnostics. But this baby's good to fly. The sisters exchanged a long look. Then Lyra stepped forward. You have no idea what you've done for us. Zai nodded. If word had reached the Viren Council that we failed this mission, we would have been exiled. Or worse. Then I'm glad I was here. Lyra took my hand. We owe you a reward. Something worthy. I chuckled. Not necessary. It is, Zai said firmly, according to Viren custom, a debt of life and honor demands something personal, intimate. Wait, intimate? They both stepped closer. Lyra's fingers traced the collar of my worn shirt. You save our lives. Zai's hand touched my cheek. Our bond is yours to claim. I blinked. You mean like marriage? To us, Lyra whispered. Both of us. One man, 2 hearts, twin flames. I was stunned, but not because I was afraid, because something deep in me, something long buried, wanted this. I'd lived alone for so long, fixing machines, running from old ghosts. These sisters, they made me feel seen. Are you sure? I asked. Zai smiled. In our culture, twin souls choose together. We've chosen you. And if I say yes, then you will never be alone again, Lyra said. We will be yours and you ours. Mind, body, and stars. The bonding ceremony was like a dream. Inside the ship, they dressed in ceremonial garments, fabric woven from starlight. They painted my skin with glowing lines that pulsed in sync with theirs. We stood in a triangle of crystal light. We offer our hearts, Zai intoned. Our minds, Lyra added. Our bodies, they said together, to the one who repaired more than our ship. I accept, I whispered. And in that moment we were bound, not by command, not by conquest, but by choice. I stayed with them. Their ship became our home, journeying through the stars. They taught me their languages, their science, their dances. I taught them jokes, old earth music, and how to curse like a proper mechanic. We argued sometimes. We loved deeply. And every time I woke up between them, two sets of glowing eyes watching me like I was a miracle, I remember the desert, the smoke, and the moment I first heard them argue over gravity dampeners. Funny how life changes.